Welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be going over the same skill as the previous two, center spread and shape of distributions, but this time our advanced difficulty level. Let's just tackle our first question. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. So the table partially records the number of pairs of socks manufactured by a company each quarter. If the median of or 9 quarters is 11,830 and the range is the same with and without quarter I, which of the following could be the number of pairs of socks manufactured in quarter I? Here we know our median or middle value when we line up our numbers from least to greatest is going to be 11,830, and we know that our quarter I is neither going to be our smallest nor our largest value here. So we can't interfere with our median, and we can't interfere with our range because it needs to be the same with or without. Let's start off by solving this question. So given that information, we can now start looking at our answer choices. As I said before, our answer is not an extreme value. It can not be our least or greatest value. So that eliminates answer choice A and answer choice D. Now we need to see if we have 9 different quarters, our median is going to be our 5th value. So with our E being 11,830, we need to have 4 values below that and then 4 values greater than that. So the values below quarter E are A, D, and G. Notice there's only 3. We need to have 4. This is where quarter I comes into place, because if 11,830 is to be our median, it needs 4 values below that. So we need to add an additional value below that. With scrolling up, it offset our crossouts to A and D. So let's add that back here. So we notice we need to have another value below 11,830. That is where answer choice B comes in as the correct answer here. So that way we have 4 values below 11,830 and 4 values above quarters B, C, F, and H. That makes that the median, and it also does not interfere with our range, meaning it fulfills both the constraints and could be a possible value. On to our next question. Here we have the area in thousands of square kilometers of 19 countries in East and Southeast Asia are shown in the dot plot. Each value is rounded to the nearest 250,000 square kilometers. China, which has an area of 9,597,000 square kilometers, was excluded. If China were included, then which of the following changes will not occur? So first, we need to notice China, it's a huge country. And then if we take a look at our value here, it is an extreme outlier on this data point, because 9,597, it is way past 2,250. So it's an outlier way out here. So we need to think, if we had an outlier, which value, which of these changes will not occur? So if we have an outlier, our mean is going to increase. Our median may or may not, so this could be an answer choice. The range would increase, yes, because range is largest value minus the smallest value, so the range would definitely increase. And the standard deviation of the areas would increase. So standard deviation, a low standard deviation means everything is clumped together. High standard deviation means there's more variation. And if we had an outlier way out here, that would mean there is greater variation, so that would increase the standard deviation. So by process of elimination, we know that answer choice B is correct, but let's confirm that here. So right now, out of 19 countries, our mean value is going to be 10. So there's 3, 6, 9, so that's 10 right here. So if we added a 20th country, that would mean our mean would be these two values added up together and divided by 2, because that's when we find the mean when we have an even number. And as we notice that 250 plus 250 is 500 divided by 2, it's 250. This means that our median error would stay the same, so it would not increase, meaning that change right there did not occur. Answer choice B is the correct option. Alright, on to our next question here. The number of runs scored by the Beavers Little League Baseball team in the previous 6 games is shown. If the Beavers score 7 runs in the 7th game, which of the following statements must be true? So, our Beavers, well, we have 5-9-0-5-0-7-7. So that's a little bit of a varied distribution. Let's just take a look at our answer choices. The mean and median numbers of the runs would both increase. So this may be a maybe, and it looks like we are analyzing our mean and our median. So let's find that before and after. So with just our 6 games, our mean is over 6, and 5 plus 9, 14, plus 5, 19, plus 7 is 26. So our mean is 26 over 6, and our median would be 5 and 5. Those two values there added up together, divided by 2. That's just 5, of course. So our median is 5, and then our mean is 13 over 3, which is about 4.3 repeating. So this is our mean, this is our median, and then let's add on to that 7 data point. So our mean is obviously going to increase. We're going to go from 26 over 6 to 26 plus 7 over 7. 26 plus 7 is 33. 33 over 7 is a larger value. So our mean is going to increase. But let's take a look with our median. If we have 7 values, our median is our 4th highest value. And our 4th highest value is 5. So that means our mean is going to increase, but our median is going to stay the same. So answer choice C would be correct here. On to our last question. The table partially summarizes the percent of residents in different countries who participate in performing arts at least once a month. The percentages have a range of 12.9%. What could be the percentage of County G residents who participate in performing arts at least once a month? We need to understand, what is range? Range is the smallest value and the largest value, the difference between them. So currently, our smallest and largest value that we know is 17.3 and 4.7. So if G was not an outlier point, our range would be 12.4. Well, obviously we can see here, we need a range of 12.9. That means that G is going to be our largest outlier, our largest value in this percentage. So that means we're going to take our smallest value and add 12.9 to it. That sets up like 12.9 plus 4.7. We can add these together. 9 plus 7 is 16. Carry the 1. 2 plus 4 is 6. Plus 7 plus 1 is 7. So our answer is 17.6, which is the largest value here and is the correct percentage of County G residents. 17.6%. Of course, we ignore that percentage sign. That was all of the questions for our advanced difficulty level. If you have any further suggestions, make sure to leave them in the comments, and I'll see you guys when we go over a new skill. Goodbye.